What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Triple T podcast for knife makers. My name is Jerid from Echo Blades, and I always, until I don't, have my homie Denis Tyrell from Tyrell Knifeworks, and we're here to say thank you for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday morning, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, man, I'm going to be on vacation after Blade. You're going to have to do the show by yourself.
Never.
Or find a guest. Are we taking the week off?
Do you fail to remember I'll be on vacation as well?
What? Come on, you lazy shit. You're only going for, a day or two?
A week.
You're going to be there for a whole week?
Yeah.
They're going to put up with you for that long?
Well, am I going to put up with them?
Could be either.
Yeah. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to put the crosshairs on Blade first.
Yeah, let's figure that out.
How's your prep going for Blade?
Frustrating.
Yeah, I know we're going to get into that.
Yeah, very frustrating, but yeah, I think I was just had the privilege to be on the Hustle and Grind podcast. They slummed it up.
Mr. Famous now on all these podcasts.
I'm pretty sure someone canceled on him and they had to slum it up with this guy. So, no, but we had a good time, and I was kind of talking with them about how, and the more I think about it, it's really true. It's like I believe that knife making in general has a fantastic way of humbling me and making me feel like I have it, and I build up a super duper amount of confidence, and then all of a sudden, it'll come and bitch slap me right back down to reality, and make the things that I thought were easy difficult, frustrating, challenging.
Yeah. I had some, I wouldn't say similar feelings, but some doubt feelings this week. I'll tell you about that in a little bit, but yeah, making can definitely have its ups and downs, and it can toy with you.
Yeah, I guess that's a good word. Like, so no matter what plans I make, how I make them, the effort I do to try to stick to them, it seems that it doesn't work out. I mean, that's life, but in general, when I think I'm going to be able to knock out a couple things, and let's just say maybe you forget how to fucking grind a bevel, and you want to throw things and yell, and so that's what happened with me this weekend.
Yeah,
and all this week, actually, it was really like that. So,
well, okay, tell us about it. Come on, give us a story.
I just did try to grind some bevels, and I keep fucking up, and that's the edited version because I'm angry. No, but what I realized was I think, I mean, it's really about processes, right? And sticking to reps, repeating, finding a repeatable process that you can develop muscle memory. And when you step away or life has other plans for you, I just went up to the grinder and started handling my business, and I got away from things that were working. I think the biggest one for me today was I realized I was standing like what I feel is like 3 feet back from the grinder as I was trying to get the bevel on. I don't know where, why, how. I just didn't even think about it until I went over there to check something, and I put the knife to the platen, and I kind of looked down, and I was like, oh shit, I remember this view. I haven't seen this all goddamn day. And I was like, oh my God, what a dumbass. So,
when I have students over, that is the thing I have to keep telling them. You look down the belt when you put the knife up to it.
Yeah.
Because they're standing back like this, and they're trying to put the knife up to it, and you can't see it.
You can't. So, I mean, I feel stupid, but that's a pretty normal feeling here. But I got a lot of stuff done too. A lot of hand sanding done.
Yeah. How'd you get that hand sanding done?
I use this thing called the Shark Minnow, fantastic aided sharpening system that does a lot of the work for you. I know a guy. He likes sharks, but I think he's really a minnow. But I use the Sand Shark for a lot of it, and
Nice.
the thing's kicking ass, dude. I'm really really enjoying it. I still find myself um, an added feature, I guess, and I think it just comes to trying to break old habits of hand sanding. So sometimes I'll lock it where the arm is horizontal, and it gets locked in a position, and I'll work on the tip a little bit,
Oh yeah, yeah,
or
totally.
yeah. So
Yeah, I do the same thing.
yeah, because you can't. It's not doing everything for you, right? And it's not a substitution for anything. It just helps speed the process up in a major way. But so being able not having to take it off of the sled onto another vise was really cool. And I just kind of fell into doing that.
Yeah, they're
So
actually going to ship with. I find it a little unnecessary, but they will ship with a little handle that has like an Allen key on it, and you can actually lock the sled. I don't think it's necessary because really you just put it so that the
the arm's not spinning, right?
the
Yeah.
arms like horizontal, like you said.
Yeah.
But it will come with a little lock, and there's a little hex lock on the bearings that slide over the linear rail, and you can actually lock those to the bearing
Oh,
to the
nice.
rail.
Yeah, I had Jeff came over on Saturday, and
My machinist.
I love that for you. I love that for him. That it really, in all seriousness, I'm glad that's working out. But yeah, he was showing, because I have I think like V2, the prototype, and he was kind of pointing out the things that I'm not even aware that you guys have changed, or you've changed, and kind of made some things like, oh yeah, that won't be like that, so that's gonna lock in for sure, and blah 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 blah. So you've done
Yeah,
done a lot of work. You guys are gonna really enjoy all the hardships that we've went through, fucking breaking them. And
yeah, definitely the motor arm, the arm that goes on the motor, that's totally redesigned, totally fabricated now.
nice.
Um, and then it's actually, you have the one with the really long bed. We actually shortened the bed a little bit
Okay.
just because it was unnecessarily long. Um, Maybe I'll come out with a version that has a long bed if someone wants to do longer knives. But right now, I think the bed right now is like 16 inches. That's
Ooh,
pretty long.
yeah.
So most people are, I mean, and there's like bolts on one end. So most people will be just fine with one that's like, I do my full size, like chef knives, my full tang chef knives that are actually 14 and a half inches long, tip to tip.
Yeah.
And those fit just fine.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, a chef knife.
Yeah.
And then, but I mean, like I said, I'm half-ass joking about I'm more frustrated than anything with uh, the grinder, or grinding right now. But I'm fully aware that this is just it's a reps thing,
Yeah. It's just, you haven't done it in a while. It's a
Yeah,
memory thing, kind of. Yeah.
100%. But I took another older knife, a Gomai hunter style that I've had, and I put it on a weight loss program, just like I did the tactical chupacabra as well. So um, hopefully I get to finish that, couple paring knives, and whatever else I have an Intrepid done, so I'm not coming empty handed, but it's creeping. The day is creeping,
You
so
got what are we, 3 weeks, two and a
two.
half weeks? Two, we got next
We got
week, the week after, and then we leave the Wednesday after that. So 2.5.
2.5. Yeah,
That gives you a whole extra weekend. Come on.
it does. Yeah, no, I'll take it. That's true. And a 3-day weekend, so that's good.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That'll be the first day off I've had since January. Unless there was another holiday I'm not thinking about.
There was probably two. Didn't you get MLK and
No,
you guys don't get MLK?
absolutely not. I get 6 paid holidays a year.
6?
6. And then the past couple years we've got the day after Thanksgiving because we've done really well, but that's not a given.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? There's another. Isn't there a holiday in?
No, it's after
Man.
Christmas. It's this one, and then 4th of July, Labor Day, and yeah, that's it. Christmas,
I was
but
thinking there
whatever.
was one of those President's kind of day. When's President's Day? Isn't that in the
I
spring?
don't know. I don't get them.
Man,
Spankers holidays.
brutal.
Construction, man. We work. I don't know what to say. My dryer went out. That's awesome.
Your dryer?
Yeah.
I
So
hate fixing appliances. It's my least favorite thing to do.
I agree.
Did you
So
fix it?
No, it's beyond my ability. That's what I realized after this
Thrown in
weekend.
the towel.
Yeah. But the frustrating part is that it's just a little over 5 years old, and that's
Out of
when
warranty?
the warranty just kicked off. So it's
Did,
not covered.
did you do the old Google the symptom and see if you can find a video?
Oh yeah, I did it all. So I went through the whole troubleshooting pretty good, and it's I think it's time to call the dryer doctor. I even called Jeff, and I looked at it when he came over yesterday, and I was just like, dude, this is what I ran through. And we borderline ripped the whole thing apart, but at that point I was like, I have other things to do. I don't want to fucking rip this thing open. And so,
But it's one of those, like, to have a guy come look at it, it's gonna like start at like $200 just for him to look at it.
Yeah.
What's a
Well,
new
hopefully
dryer cost?
I'm gonna talk him into some reduction labor costs because I have it all took apart. Minus the back. Everything's already out.
Have you looked at what new dryers cost?
Yeah. I was at Best Buy this day. I don't know. My beautiful, loving Mrs. Echo Blades isn't into the cheap ones, so they're not that. Yeah. Anyways, they're about $1,500, $1,000,
Yeah, that's what I was
$1,500.
thinking.
Yeah,
1,500. Yeah,
that's like $3,000 for the pair. That's kind of what I always figure.
Yeah,
but
hey, at least it's not a fridge.
Yeah,
those things fucking go out. It's like $3,000 for a decent fridge these days.
Yeah. Well, that warranty just went up, so shut your mouth. No. They all got bought at the same time, so that hurt.
So you're going to be wearing soggy, wet clothes to blade if this doesn't get fixed soon? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, or I'm going to go take a trip back to my roots and hang out at the laundromat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say hang them on the clothesline outside.
My son said that. He's like, what are we going to put out? And I said, you know what, dude? I think we're about to do that just because you've had a way better life than most people here, son. You don't know
when
anything
I grew
about
up,
it.
that was the thing. Everybody did that.
Same.
I don't. And now it's like most HOAs say that that's not allowed even. Believe
that's
that?
Crazy. No, but yes. HOAs are a fucking racket.
Yeah,
dude.
No kidding.
That's why I don't. That was one of the things we had to not have when we bought our home. Was
same
no
here.
HOA.
I would not. I refuse to have an HOA.
Yep.
I don't need old people with nothing but time on their hands to tell me what I can and can't do. Could you imagine pulling a forge out?
I didn't even think about that. I'm all pissed off about hanging clothes out in the side. That's funny as
I'm
hell.
pretty sure I'd get kicked out of the HOA pretty quick.
Yeah. So,
well, I had an interesting week. Got my tattoo.
I haven't seen it.
It's hard to show you, but it's right there.
Oh, it came out good.
I mean, it's still healing, so I haven't done any like social media posts on it. I'll wait till it heals, and
it's recognizable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It definitely. You'll definitely even now. It's just not really super bright like it will be, but yeah. So for everyone, I got a tattoo on my forearm of my first big call it successful knife or popular knife, which is the copper Damascus Bowie. On my forearm, the one that's on the cover of the 2023 Blade magazine. So it was kind of symbolic for me, retiring, putting the tattoo on. I'm sure some people are going to say, that's stupid. Why did you do that? It's kind of like, I love the knife. I think it's cool, but it's like, it's a representation of the kind of the move to knife making. It's like, it's serious now. It's like, I wouldn't say there's no going back, because like, I'm sure I could go back to high tech with a tattoo on my arm, but it was just kind of symbolic for me.
Oh, you got it on
So
the forearm, not the top side. So
yeah, it's inside forearm.
yeah,
So I can see it, because my other tattoos, I've go years without seeing the damn things. But I sold a knife at the same time.
I saw
The
that.
owner of the tattoo shop bought a knife from me. He actually asked me to bring a bunch of knives. So I brought a bunch. I sold one, and then he's interested in a commission. So that he paid me cash for that knife. So this tattoo is basically a wash.
Nice.
So yeah, it was good.
Which one did he bought the bone handle?
Yeah, the antler handle one, which
Nice.
the kind of knife he really wanted, which was good that I had one, because I don't make those very often.
Yeah.
So yeah, it worked out well. But yeah, and honestly, I had it in my head that the tattoo was going to hurt way more than it did. And then I've gotten tattoos before, right? But it's been a while, so I kind of forget. And I was all geared up for like, it's going to hurt. It's really going to hurt. And then he started, I'm like, oh, this isn't bad at all. It felt like a cat scratching me or something. And it wasn't bad at all.
No better than a cat's ass.
Yeah. It was the cat's claw, not his ass.
Yes. Look at you. Yeah.
And the other good thing that happened this week, my fucking passport finally arrived. The one that I sent away the beginning of March. We're now middle of May. That's how long it took. So got my new passport. I am so ready for vacation. After Blade, I'm gonna enjoy this week off. So I'm excited about that.
That's good, man.
So I'll be half thinking about Blade and half thinking about
You
sipping
won't.
margaritas by the pool.
Yeah. I said, just going to prolong your post Blade Show depression. That's always a bummer, man, when you come back off of that fucking super duper high and you're just back to well, you don't even have to go back to work. So,
Well, for 2 weeks after.
oh,
End of June.
end of June.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So 2 weeks after I get back from Mexico, then I'll be still at work for those 2 weeks, but that'll be kind of wrap up, and I'll be doing mostly fuck all those last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's been my week and trying to get some knives done. I finished the 6 silver tips. I got another batch of those going, and I decided I had that big copper Damascus bar I did at Maker Camp.
That's right.
So it was really thick because they didn't have a rolling mill there, and I didn't want to just press it out. So I finally took it to the rolling mill, and I got like 16 inches out of that. So I actually made 2 knives, a Bowie and a Hunter.
Cool.
Hidden Tang Hunter. So yeah, I'm almost done those now.
Show off.
So yeah, it's been pretty good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So I'm going to be in sheath hell though. I've got I have like 5 knives I have to do leather sheaths, and 11 knives, no, 10 knives I have to do kydex for. And then I'm working on another batch of 6 that I'm going to have to do kydex for. So my week before Blade that I took off is going to be nothing but making sheaths, I think.
I don't
which
enjoy
is
that.
no fun.
Yeah, I don't enjoy that either.
No, but I mean, 11 Kydex sheets, I can bust those out in a day for sure. We'll see.
Yeah.
So
my son is 15, and I took him to drive for the first time this weekend, or it was last weekend, I think, but I didn't bring it up. But I was just thinking about that,
did it stress you out?
No, I'm pretty good. I taught both of the girls to drive. I think it's just more of like, this is it kind of thing, because he's the youngest, and I don't know. It was kind of a weird deal, but he did pretty good. And I mean, we didn't end up in a in a ditch or in a planter or anything like that. So, and I made him drive the truck too for the first time. So,
Oh, gee, you're not even
yeah,
nice.
yeah. But it was fun, man. I think it's good to. It's really cool because he was talking shit. To be honest with you, he's like, "Come on, man, when you gonna let me drive? When you gonna let me drive?" And I said, "All right, come on, let's go." Took him to a little
Does he have
parking lot.
his permit, or you just took him?
Oh, come on, no! I just took him to a parking lot. I'm like, I know he can't, right? And all young 15-year-olds are
I did the same thing with parking.
extreme confident, So I put him in front of it. And I'm like, all right, what do you do? And he's like, man, beep, 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 beep. So that was cool. It was fun.
Put him in his place.
Put him in his place, yeah.
You know,
So
some people like Kim gets really freaked out about like teaching the kids drive. Like when her youngest Cameron, she actually had me teach him because she was like, she's all panicky when there's like kids, like her kids driving and like they don't know how to drive and she's in the car. Like that freaks her out. It doesn't freak me out. So I ended up teaching him and Parker and Logan, my son. So although neither one of them actually has their license yet because they're lazy little shits. But um, but yeah, I kind of like teaching driving.
yes, it was good. I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Like I
Did he
said,
like it?
yeah.
Nice.
So he's gonna get the truck, is why I have him. Why I taught
What
him on that.
what's Lynn's car?
She has a little CRV.
Oh, you didn't want
I
to take
mean,
him in the CRV.
it's his truck. That's what he's gonna drive. So no
um,
point in him bitching around in no
that's true.
little car, right?
Yeah. And once he knows how to drive a truck, anything else will be easy.
Yeah. I wish I had a stick shift. I did. I already sold my little 1990 Honda Civic that I used to bucket around with before I had a company car. Yeah, but I would have rather taught him on the clutch. That would have been that. Those are fun.
I
But
passed my driver's test in an automatic, and then the first car I bought was
a manual.
his manual, and basically just had to learn it. Like when I bought the car.
I I like driving the manual, but
Yeah,
it's too much traffic around here to
yeah,
be
yeah.
fucking around with that.
It
Yeah.
sucks balls
I've done. I
sometimes.
put in my time, man. I'm old school. I just sat in a lot of hours of traffic with a fucking stick shift, dude. So
Yeah, I for years I drove to San Mateo in a
yeah,
standard in traffic. Yeah,
fuck
no
that.
more.
No mas. Yeah, but
Um, so let's talk about the triple T this week because I got that on my list. So and
you're welcome.
yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Um, you butchered his name, by the way, and
I asked you.
I should have known better because I was looking at it and I'm like, I know you're not pronouncing it right, um, but it's Matt Beauvais.
Yeah, he's Canadian. I figured it out. Now you guys have special Canadian kinship and folk and like, wah, 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 wah. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, Matt, whatever. I didn't mean to butcher your name, but I asked the Canadian here and he just can't pay me no attention until he finds out it's a damn cool thing and ends up doing a video on it. So I'm
I,
glad that worked out, dude, and that you
yeah,
were able to make some sense of it. So that's pretty cool.
it took me a little while because I like the concept. So for everyone, if you haven't seen the Triple T last week, or went to Matt's site, and we'll put it again in the show notes. But it's basically he's a software developer on the side as a knife maker.
Gaggle.
Fuck. And he made this website or app. It's a website that will do some image manipulation and simulate Damascus patterns. But the cool part is that you start with an image and then you can kind of set that as your current image and then switch to a different distortion, twist or whatever, and it just builds on it. So you start with a stack, and it's just like what you would do in a forge. You'd start with a stack, you do one distortion or operation, and then you do another one and you do another one, and that's the way the app works. So he thought through it really well. There's some little quirks to it, but it's really good. I was really impressed once I figured it out, and you can start with any image, even your own, and I do that in the video.
Yeah, that was cool. That was something when you're still learning how Damascus works, trying to use that program, you switch from one image to the next, and like you were saying, we were having problems trying to find the C's, but you had to restack it on the half height, and then you were able to see what it was doing. So those are the things I was missing. So I thought your video was real informative, and really unlocked like how powerful that tool is, just to get some visual representation of what we're doing when we're flipping, stacking, moving, rotating, biasing, the whole thing.
Yeah. And people ask me all the time how I do those graphics, and I do them by hand. And I said last week, it takes hours, literally. Like I've spent 4 or 5 hours doing those things. And now, like next video, I probably will try Matt's software just to see how close it gets me. And if I can, depending on the pattern, if I can do it. But yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
You know who mentioned him to me?
Who?
Lawrence Lake.
Oh.
Over at Maritime Knife Supply. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what does he do? What's his
dude, he recommends Damascus manipulation, but not only that, he's a knife maker that sells knife making materials to a community. I swear, man. And you can get absolutely everything you need to build a knife there. Steel, handles, pins, 1, 2, 3 blocks, carbide mills, grinders, heat treat ovens, abrasives. He'll even pre-cut the Damascus that you want to build with this manipulation tool that he recommended. God damn it. Yeah. So I was going so good. But yeah, make sure you go check out Lawrence Lake at Maritime Knife Supply. He's got fast shipping. He'll get it to you in a hurry, and whatever you need. If he doesn't know where to get it, he's going to find it for you. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Love Maritime. It's where I get all my stuff at this. I haven't cut steel up for Damascus in probably a couple of years now because I get all my stuff from Maritime pre-cut. So love it. Best feature ever.
Yep. And countdown to hanging out with our buddy. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Me too. Did it? He doesn't have a table this year, does he?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think he probably does better roaming and doing his thing.
Yeah, I agree. But for some reason, I was thinking somebody told me he had a table, and I was like, really? Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, maybe.
But
that's what I do.
I've heard. I'm starting to see a lot more of the pictures. Like I'm exhibiting at Blade Show. I haven't put mine up yet. I was going to wait for a little bit.
I was trying to tell the guys on the Hustle and Grind like that we're going to be there, and I couldn't remember the table number. I want to say it's 23 0.
Yes,
that's what it was.
Yes,
and I didn't say it because I didn't want to fuck it up. But
and I have to, everyone always says like 23R, 23O. I've done this once where I've put 23O the first year I went, and everyone said, I was looking at you I was looking for table 230 or booth
Oh,
230. So I'm like, now every time I do it, I have to do 23-O.
I was gonna say hyphen it up. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So yeah, I made that mistake one year. Won't do that again. But yeah, I'm
Huh.
excited. Have the scavenger hunt coins almost all done. I got to laser a few on the backside, but those are all ready to hand out. I've got a bunch of names. Um, I have a list of names. So if anyone wants on that list, they better tell me soon because there's only a couple of spots left. So if you want to get in on the scavenger hunt, reach out to me or the podcast IG, but better if you reach out to me so I can get you on the list right away. And there's no obligation. All you got to, I'm just going to put one of the coins on your table and people are going to come up and ask you, what is this? And then you can tell them, yeah, this is for the scavenger hunt. If you go look for all of these and you figure out you unscramble what it says, then you'll win a prize from yours truly here. And if
Cool.
you're in this, if you want to participate and you want to put something in the scavenger hunt, by all means, throw something into the prize pool.
Cool.
But not necessary.
Nice.
So one of the things I wanted to chat about is just the notion, and I'm wondering if anyone else kind of hits this, and I think it's especially like right now because like there's all of these posts of all these knives because people are getting ready for Blade Show, and I'm like I go through these phases where like I look at some of the people like that I appreciate and like, and this is gonna connect with my maker spotlight because I'll see some of those knives and I'm like, man, I'll feel like that, I'm kind of stagnating. I'm not progressing very well, or my knives aren't, they're not looking, you know, super different, or I don't know. I'm getting in my head, maybe because I'm retiring and I'm thinking about all of the knives and stuff, and seeing other knife posts and being impressed by other people's creativity in their designs. And I especially think about that in relation to, I'm at some point going to be going to for my Mastersmith, and Mastersmith isn't just make a knife perfectly, right? It's got to be, there has to be some design elements there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I've just been feeling like I need to be a little more creative on some of my designs, and maybe I haven't totally found my style yet, which I know I haven't, but still looking. But I don't know. You ever get that way? Feel like you're producing the same thing, and
Well, I mean, maybe not the same thing because the amount of stuff that's come out of my shop versus what's come out of yours, but um, I do have moments that I'm way more inspired and motivated to try new things or perfect something. But I think it's great that you're feeling. I mean, I want to make a joke here, but I'm trying to be serious though. I think I like when you feel like shit. It really makes me happy. I mean, it's one of the bigger joys of my life. I've really no, I'm kidding. So I had to do, but I think it's good for us all to feel that moment of I don't want to say doubt, but because from that inspiration breeds the next fucking awesome thing that you're gonna do. And to challenge yourself and to move on because you've done pretty much up until this past year with the it's just a different year I guess, but you were always one big build to the next, trying something new and new and new, and you kind of scaled back and did some more production type stuff, so I can see that happening, but
I
I think
think
it's great.
that's got a part of it, like doing these for Blade, cranking out these EDC knives, and like I said in previous episode, like I'm not cut out for production work, but maybe that's part of the reason I I've had to put time into those because that's what I want to sell at Blade. And then, and I even, I'm going through all these like second guessing myself. Like maybe I should be more like, like the high end guys, like only have 6 knives on the table that are super high end knives. But then I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to, you know, I don't want to price everyone out. Like not everyone. I don't want to price 95% of customers out of my knives by just doing the super high end ones.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's smart, I think it just opens up more opportunities for you, to get involved with people that want a piece of your, work. And then, it's more work. That's all it comes down to. And you start feeling like a lazy piece of shit. And
after Blade Show, then I'm going to let the creativity loose and do some. I got a couple interesting ideas I want to do that will be videos, because I'll have so much more time to be producing videos, and I got a couple of designs that I really want to do. So that I've never done.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah,
but
like I said last week, it's there's a certain type of person for every process.
Yeah, and some guys love the production stuff. Like I hear Ryan and Brent and those guys, like it turns them on, and I love hearing they're like excited about the process and optimizing process. And
That's
I get
just
it.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's super interesting, and I'm caught in the middle there because, like, that's really what I started making for was EDCs, and I'm learning that I like other things too as well. But how much it really takes to get a process of optimizing your time and getting things so you can make these at a price point that's good for both you and the customer. I love hearing about it. I can
Oh yeah,
hear
me
them
too.
talk
I
about
mean,
it all day long.
when they had, and I don't remember his name, but from was it
Gunstone.
Gunstone Creations,
Yep. Tori
talking
something.
about everything he does, like because I'm like I told you, I'm doing these Kydex, and I'm like, and he goes, oh yeah, like he has like a template for Kydex. I'm like, that's fucking genius. I need to do that. Even if it's just, I probably won't, because I only have like 10 or so to do for Blade Show, and I don't want to take a whole day setting up a bunch of tooling. But that's smart. Like that's some good ideas for guys that do stuff repetitively.
Yep.
So
For sure.
So wait, you were on Hustle and Grind, and they went from Josh Prince and Morocco, and you followed up the very next episode. You are like a superstar now.
I told you they slummed it up.
Come on.
That's what I said. I was like, come on, guys. You really follow probably one of the, I think it was like their most downloaded podcast ever. And
I'm
then,
sure it was.
I mean, it was fantastic. It was
Yeah.
really good, really informative. Morocco
Yeah.
again, and Josh is super cool dude, and full of awesome stuff and tips. And what he does is, that's a damn good lineup there for
That is
a show.
that's a power combo right there with the two of them.
Yeah.
For sure. So, and they're both going to be at Maker Camp this year, so that'll be good too.
Nice. Josh wasn't there last year, right?
No, he missed it. He missed it. I forget why. I asked him about it. He had work or something.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some cool stuff on that episode though. So well done, boys.
Yeah, those guys are doing some panel at Blade.
Yeah, they're doing an actual. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. I saw it. I wanted to get in on it, but I completely forgot about it. So, but that's what I do.
Who was talking about and the Blade Show do's and don'ts that come out every year? I forget who. I think it was Fader was talking about because it comes out in Blade magazine, right? Did you get Blade magazine?
I do. I suck at reading it though.
Yeah, the last issue had like the Blade Show do's and don'ts. It's like, do wear wear deodorant. Don't forget to wear deodorant.
Yeah.
There's a couple of funny ones, but the don't pick up a knife and like wipe your arm with it.
Shave your arm with
Shave.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard the story of like when someone did that at Rick's table, right? Oh, that was 3 years ago. 2 years ago, I forget. Some guy
Rick Hall?
picked up a knife, one of Rick's knives,
Big Rick Hall? Yeah.
Rick
Okay.
Hall, big Rick
Yeah.
Hall's
Yeah.
knife.
Yeah. Okay.
Picked up one of Rick's knives and proceeded to shave his arm, cut himself badly, like, and then put it back down on the table. And Rick's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Jesus.
Yeah, that went all over Blade Show, like things not to do.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
teasing my buddies when they came the first year. A couple of them are knife guys, one of them's not.
that was the year that happened, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, because he was, but he's a special guy though. But I was like, dude, no, come on, don't fucking please, because he's one of those guys that'll do it just to do it. I'm like, no, come on, man. But it's informative if you're a novice. I mean, there's the
Yeah.
only reason why those things fucking exist is because some asshole is gonna pick a knife
Oh,
up, try to shave his arm, and cut himself.
I think they're great. I think the do's and don'ts are great.
Yeah.
Because there's some things in there the things that don't actually bother me, which is never ask a maker how long it took them to make it. I
I
get that
don't know.
question like all the time on YouTube, so I'm kind of doesn't phase me at all. But that's on one of
Right.
those on there that like don't, you know, which
Yeah,
is
just whatever. 100 hours.
yeah. But well, what was the other one?
I know
Pick
they
a
have like,
knife up. What was the I forget.
I think it was like asked to pick it up before you.
Oh yeah, but that's
You think that's standard, but
yeah. Most times people when as soon as you go up to the table, they tell you pick one
sure.
up. And if the guys don't want you to pick one up, those are the guys that have like the glass covers, which I walk right by because all those
Yeah.
knives are usually
Not your style,
not my
not your
style at
flavor.
all.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Are you trying to censor me? You trying to
I
like
just did. I didn't try. I just did. It just fucking Jedi mind tricked you into fucking keeping it pushing.
yeah, not my style at all. So I'm walking right past those. But yeah, so Blade Show do's and don'ts. If you haven't read them, look them up. If you've never been to Blade Show and you're planning on going this year, go read them and make sure you don't make any of those dumb mistakes. Like don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that dude. For sure. And talk to people.
Yeah, that's why you're there. That's the best part. I don't care if I sell a knife. I mean, I care, but I'd like to sell a knife, but that's not why I go.
Yeah, that's a. I agree. I don't agree. I mean, you're going there to do that, but the conversations are great, which is weird because I really don't like people all that much. But when you're talking about things that we like and love, it normally ends up to be a good time.
I mean, I would go. I get a table because I don't like roaming around. I mean, I'll roam around for a little bit, but then I want to go and sit down because my back is screaming, or my feet hurt, or whatever. I want to sit down for a while. Um, I like having a home base, which is why I like having a table. But plus, I like people coming to me.
You know what I dropped on the hustle and grind? I dropped
What?
that I'm your Mexican Cato. I
gotta listen to it now.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know why, but I was thinking about because you're talking about having a home base, and then I was like, man, yeah, but I've never experienced it any other way, right? I went with you the first time, and I helped with the table, but I've quickly learned that when you're gone, Denis is gone, and all the people come to talk to Denis, they see the Mexican Cato there, and then
Hey,
because I'm bored. I gotta engage them and and start talking, and it ends up strengthening your chops, and it's a whole nother aspect of being at a knife show, beyond the other side of the table, and talking with people.
sure.
But a couple of times, I remember the first year I was talking about the failed gold knife.
Uh-huh.
And at one point, somebody walked away, and I turned around. I looked at who's behind us.
Oh,
Hobie.
Hobie.
Yeah, from Holland Anvil. And I was like, "Who the fuck was that just talking right now? That was weird." Like I told the story like 10 times, and finally it just was like bleh. But it sounded like I knew what I was fucking saying. It was weird.
I remember doing that at trade shows when I worked at Oracle. We used to have like Oracle Open World. So you say the same fucking thing like 150 times a day for 4 days straight, and you're doing the same little 5-minute demo over and over and over, and then by the end of it, you're just like, someone comes up and you're like blah blah blah, and you don't even remember what you said, or we talking to them, or
No.
it feels like a robot.
Yeah, it can get like that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's way better than just staring at people as they walk by you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you
It's
got to.
yeah.
Brent's really good at that too. He's good at engaging
No,
people.
he's
Yeah.
come. I've heard his suggestions be used by plenty of people. So
Yeah, definitely. Should we do Maker Spotlight?
sure.
All right. I don't know yours, so why don't you go
Yeah, you
first? Because
do.
I'm going to look it up.
Where is my uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's oh?
1 second. Okay. My Instagram closed. Oh, so I got Cody. Why does everybody's name mess me up? Santos?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I don't know the big C there. Sorry, bro. But Cody at C2 Forge. He was a competitor on Forged in Fire. It says here season 10, episode 7, the chef special.
Oh, so
But
that's recent.
yeah, so we met him at Maker's Camp, and he was up there, and we chatted for a while, and I'd been following him, but over this past since then, we've been going back and forth, and I'm really super appreciative of people that are engaging with Echo Blades, and with likes and comments and feedbacks and stuff, from makers to and other people as well. But he's been a super, like, feel like he's in my corner type of dude. But he does fantastic stuff. Makes his own Damascus, chef knives, hunters, EDCs. I think he put the PID in the Apollo.
Nice.
Was something that he did, but really good stuff, really good dude. And I was looking at it, he's got 909 followers, and he should have a lot more. So if you're not following Cody, man, make sure you go check him out, show him some love, and get on the C2 Forge train.
Yeah, I'm just checking him out now, and I didn't follow him, but I just did. So yeah, good stuff. And speaking of Forged in Fire, it's coming back.
When?
Season 10 is coming back at the end of May.
Oh,
So yeah, they've already, which I'm starting to think the show has kind of jumped the shark because of all these like special shit they're doing instead of like just regular episodes with the 4 bladesmiths. Now they're coming back and like you got to build like, I don't know if it's a big siege weapon or something like that. You got to build. It involves like, I think it's like a woodwork or a metal work or something like that, and you have to build some big. I read a thing on it, and they've got a few episodes that they're going to do like that. I'm like, okay, I guess they're reaching out, trying to get viewers, but I wish they would just leave it alone. But I'd of course, but I get it. They want to do new things, and they don't want to just do the same thing over and over. Of course, like what I said. So yeah, maybe I should shut my mouth. But yeah, it is coming back.
I
And
agree.
I know they said there's or I've heard that there's like 30 episodes in the can that have been taped, that where people think they won that they haven't aired and you don't get paid until it gets aired, right? So
Oh,
hopefully they're going to go through all those.
yeah. I heard somebody saying something about they had a bunch of winners that hadn't got paid yet, and
Yeah.
were thinking that they weren't. I don't know where I heard it, but
Yeah. You don't get paid until the episode airs. And
hmm,
I've heard that yeah, there's something on the order of like 30 episodes or something.
wow,
It seems like a lot, but
that is a lot.
yeah.
All right. Well, who do you got?
I have someone that you know that I think a lot of people will know, but this goes with my seeing people's work, especially coming up to Blade Show. So I figured I would do, in case you don't actually follow her, Kelly Vermeer Vella, who's local to us.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly is an ABS journeyman. I think she's at the point I think she was going to do her master this year, but I'm not sure she is. So I don't know if she's going to go for her master this year. But looking at her work, I think she's definitely there. Just the stuff she's posted lately are just amazing looking.
Just it's always jaw dropping
Yeah,
seeing what she's doing.
yeah. I mean that gold dagger, the fourth one, even the second, or sorry, not dagger, the folder I meant.
Yeah.
Even the second one, with the dark bolts, the dark
Yeah.
handle,
The inlay.
yeah, with the gold inlay on the bolster,
Yeah.
that one is like, oh my god, spectacular,
Stunning stuff, man.
stunning. And even the one she just posted today, amazing.
Yeah.
So really, really good stuff. If you don't follow Kelly, she's a two-time Forged in Fire champion, first woman ever to win Forged in Fire. She lives about 45 minutes from here, from
Yep.
from me at least. I've been to her shop. Really, she's been a farrier, I think, for something like 20 years. She can put anyone to shame with a hammer. Any
I
guy to shame with a hammer.
anybody, dude. Like
Anybody.
that was shit. When did
three
you
years ago.
test?
3 years ago.
I'm on 3. I haven't been making 3 years, but
Yeah.
2 years ago. 2.5.
No.
Anyways, it was
Oh
a
no,
couple
two
years
years.
ago.
Sorry, 2. Yeah. Because I could test for master this year. So 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we went over to her shop, and that was a great experience too, because I got to just slightly less bitch acidness from Denis in fear of him not passing his journeyman test. But when he did the one at Blade, that was the top bitchness that you had. That was the
Yeah.
best. But this one was pretty close. He was fucking scared for obvious reasons. That shit's got to be stressful, man. But she was an incredible hostess, and we had that was an amazing time, dude.
Yeah, it was. That was good. It
And
was
what I was going to say is that I have a cutoff of
the
that
Riptide.
yeah, the Riptide that her,
Yeah.
Michael, and Chandel and Bagnino were working on. That's up in my shop, and it's one of
Yeah.
my
I
prized
have the other
possessions.
half of that
Yeah.
because we each have the end cut, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Super cool stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely mind blowing, just incredibly detailed stuff. But while she was there, she was forging out, and dude, she was whipping that hammer, and I was just like, good God.
Yeah. I remember I was doing the same. I was like, damn,
I
like
mean,
that
something
girl
else.
could move some steel.
Yeah. I
Like
was feeling
getting after it.
inferior.
Yeah.
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 That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. So I figured we'd call her out and go check out Kelly's work. It's spectacular. The kind of stuff that I look at it and go, wow, I want to be that creative.
Yeah, she's like in the best of, and all on all the shows, the Blade shows, Blade. I don't know if she was at West, but she's always submitting her work for best of
Right. Yeah.
collabs and stuff. And well
And she's done a
deserved.
lot of collabs lately. So, yeah, we might see her up for She won Best Fighter at Texas.
Yeah, I
It's for
just saw
Knife
that.
Makers Guild Best Fighter in the spring. So that was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
cool.
So yeah, so go check out Kelly.
Definitely. Good one, bud.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you were to make a knife and you want to keep its luster and you want to make it beautiful, what do you
You
put on
know,
it?
I go over to Pelican Paste where I get some premium wax. Our buddy Travis over at Pelican Paste has the hardening wax, the soft paste, shop hands, healing hand salve, Pelican oil, and he'll even customize a tin that you could put in your package as you deliver your knife with your own logo. He'll has an option for you to get that on your tin.
I got to look them up for that. I might do that
Yeah, that's
for the high end
really
knives.
cool. Just get your the small weight. I can't think of the weight on there because I'm a dumbass. But
That's like the little 2 ounce one, right? The little one,
yeah, 2 ounce. Yeah, it's
something like
small.
that.
Yeah, but yeah. So what I was thinking about was maybe we should get out a like a new hashtag going for like your before and after when your knife's all done and ready, and then you apply that beautiful premium Pelican paste, and I just want to see you guys put out and get some paste porn going. So hashtag paste porn. Let's see what happens. Let's get that going.
Paste porn. And you know who else should have their own hashtag? I think Frank and Nita over at Two Bastards, Texas Smithy and Supplies should have their own hashtag. Hashtag fat peen. That's what
Hat
they should have.
fat peen on the scene. I'm down.
So I got to tell this story. So I'm typing away to Jerid, like texting back and forth, and Jerid says something about
Yeah, I don't
I'm
even
remembering
remember.
it now. And I guess autocorrect got him, and he wanted to type Fat Peen, but he made some sense like he wants to spend some time with Fat Owen. I'm like, dude, who's this Owen guy, and why is he getting all your time?
You were jealous, obviously, and I convinced you that there's no one else. It's just you and my
Yeah,
fat peen that's
Jerid said he
coming right
wanted some
now.
of that Pelican oil and some Fat Owen, and I don't know what he was going to do, but
But seriously, my cross peen, and I got a diagonal
oh,
peen coming. Yeah.
oh, I thought you meant you got it. I was like,
No, it's on its way here. Frank hit me up. He's said he got some swag coming, and the hammers are on their way. I'm fucking pumped, dude. I'm ready.
oh, I'm wearing the hat right now,
I
as a matter of
saw
fact.
that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so um, looking forward to getting those, Frank, and definitely meeting you up at Blade. That's going to be awesome. I really appreciate the support, and if you're in the need for, oh, I messed that up, but damn it.
If you need a hammer of any kind of striking tool, look up Frank at Two Bastards. He will hook you up with all your hammer needs.
Absolutely. I wanted to say something with scene fiend, pat fiend, fat fiend, but it's all good.
The fat peen is my favorite.
It is. I'm interested. I want to see some pace porn though. I want to see what this is about. Can we get this going? We're already fucking all banned, so don't be little,
Yeah, no kidding, right?
yeah, it
It can't
doesn't
get
matter
worse.
anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna still hashtag knife porn and paste porn. So before and afters.
Speaking of that, so I did the post, which no one actually fucking read the words or actually looked at the picture, but I put the picture up that had like the what is it, the red exclamation or whatever. And everyone went off like, oh yeah, me too, this sucks. I'm like, guys, you didn't read what it said.
So you're not recommended for monetization?
Well, not, but the thing that I was annoyed was that it put the little marker up there. I clicked on the marker and then I figured, okay, people won't see it. So I drew a red circle around it and I put an arrow down to the message at the bottom of the screen that says basically, we can't load we can't load the page. Please try again. So I get this monetization warning, and every time I click on it, it gives me an error. So not only am I restricted, but Instagram now won't tell me why and give me any information because their app is broken. So that's what I was annoyed about. I don't give a shit if I don't have monetization because, well, what am I going to monetize? They don't pay me anything anyway.
That's right.
So,
yeah. They don't pay you shit, so do what you want.
Right. But, yeah, I did. I'm trying to start putting out more of the YouTube shorts. Things are going to YouTube shorts first now, and then maybe I'll put them on Instagram. I did put one up about Sand Shark. I had some people ask me about could you sand? People that want to do, different, every grit they want to do a different direction. They want to do like 45s. And I showed that, yeah, absolutely, that's possible. I do it. Put the knife on a little pivot, and it doesn't have to be 45. It just has to be like 15, an alternate, 20, just a different direction so you can see the grind lines.
Yeah.
So yeah, that works fine.
Cool.
So let me and back to just the call back to Matt Beauvais. We're going to use my French accent here, and we're going to do the comment of the week.
Oh,
because my comment of the week was actually in French, so I'm gonna read it for you guys. Tout le monde des machines, le travail artisanal n'existe plus au USA.
One more again.
Tellement de machines, le travail artisanal n'existe plus au USA.
All right.
Okay, you know what that means?
So something the guy says something about machines,
right? Oh, you're pretty good, pretty good. He goes, so many machines. ... Artisanal work no longer exists in the USA? ?
Oh, of course.
So, which, I gave him. I'll give you the French answer. Vous pensez que la frapper avec un marteau au lieu d'utiliser une machine de rond milieu? I kind of butchered that because I'm trying to say it fast, but which means, do you think hitting with a hammer instead of using a machine makes it better? And he went back and forth. This guy's a bread maker, and he's like,
a bread maker?
Yeah, well, he's a baker, and he's like, yeah, well, there's machines that can make bread, and it's not the same as putting your hands on it. I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
you don't use an oven,
but it's not the same with And I asked him, like, do you make the wheat? Do you mill the wheat yourself?
Yeah.
Do you
stoke the fire with your breath?
I'm like, shut up.
Get out of here.
Dumb. And it got me to thinking, like, I didn't want these comment of the week to be all like always pissy. And I was listening to the boys over in the UK, Toby and Owner, and they were talking about comments and things like that. And Honor had someone make a comment on his video, same basic kind of thing, like, shitty comment. The guy was trolling him, and they went back and forth. And it's like, I totally get it, because you get jaded from like thousands, and I've easily answered 100,000 comments easily.
Mm-hmm.
And you get so jaded, and when sometimes, even if one just tweaks the wrong way, you're like, sometimes you just snap back, and then after you read it, you go, okay, maybe his comment wasn't so bad. But sometimes, man, you just got to fire one over the
bow.
Over the bow.
Yeah.
Give them a warning shot. But I try to be nice, but sometimes you just gotta, fire one over the bow.
Sure. For sure. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, those that don't have to do that kind of stuff unless you're a bread maker.
Guess so.
The ones that don't, they're the ones that always talk the loudest.
Right. Yeah, totally. All right, man, we're over an hour. You got anything else you want to yap about?
I think I'm good.
All right.
Oh, you know what I thought was hilarious? We'll end with this. I finished up the tactical chupacabra. I delivered it. That's a thing for probably next week, but I ended up getting that out the door, sharpened the knife, sent it out, and that was like Friday. I walked back in my shop on Wednesday or Saturday morning, and guess what belt is still on the grinder in tension? The leather strap.
Oh, it's probably at 2x82 now.
I was like, that was the only one I agreed would really matter, and that motherfucker was stretched the fuck out. So,
Oh, I had Rick reach out to me and said, he said the reason you don't leave belts on your grinder is because it makes them wobble.
that's what he told me too.
Oh, he told you? Yeah.
He told me the same thing. Yeah, and I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, I still there's where's the proof in it, right? My buddies thinks that the wonky ones get fixed being in tension. So, you know, I don't know. I think it's one of those things. But I do 100% do not recommend leaving your leather strap on your belt.
You're going to have to ratchet that baby down so tight now.
Yeah. The other question that came up was, do the arrows on the
oh, they don't mean
on the
shit.
belt matter? They don't mean shit, right?
They don't mean shit.
Tell some people, man. I've heard some people really go in on that one.
No.
Does it matter, folks? Does it matter?
Brian has gone over this. In fact, I like the arrows, and here's why. So that when I start the belt, because it has arrows, I'll put it the arrow way, and then after a while, I'll flip it around, and you'll get some better grit going the other way. And if it didn't have arrows, then you wouldn't know.
Yep, I can see that.
All right. Yeah, it absolutely does not. It's not like your belt's going to last less because you're using it in the wrong direction. That's none of the Norton belts, none of those belts have arrows. I know some manufacturers always put them on, but I don't get it.
Yeah, I think somebody was telling me it has to do with the arrow has to do with when they're actually making the sheets of the abrasive. It was how they tape them together when they cut them or something like that. But I don't know.
I've never seen it make a difference.
You get belt bump, you get belt bump.
Yeah.
Good
you
deal.
Just get it. It's inevitable.
All right,
man. I feel bad because I don't think we have anything for Bobby from Reaper to make a meme out of this week. He's going to have to dream something up. And that makes me really sad because I really like to see those every week and when Jerid gets made fun of.
You know what, dude? I've thought about this, and I'm gonna maintain my peaceful Zen state. But I'm happy that this makes you happy.
Oh, it really puts a smile on my face.
And I'm happy that
I see them.
I'm totally able. But they're about me, right? And they're not always going to be about me. I just want you to know that.
Oh, I'm sure Bobby, listening to this right now, he's already planning one. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, there's nothing like a scary Denis.
All right, Bobby, let's see what you come up with.
Yeah,
the gauntlet is thrown.
Last one was good though. I like that one. I didn't see it, but it's hard to see things in my spacesuit, I guess. But the bonnet was.
You said bonnet. Good. I mean, come on.
I guess it was good. I liked it. I got a lot of. I got a couple follows off of that.
Oh,
yeah.
Was it Fat Owen?
No, Fat Owen's on the low, dude. You're broken bro code here, dude. Talking about my side piece.
All right. Fat Owen. I can't take any more of that. We're done.
Later. And that's a wrap.